Artfight, a yearly competition where artists go head-to-head in a brutal battle of drawing each other's characters and then gawking at how talented everyone is. If you haven't heard of it, it's a massive art exchange that just so happens to be themed like a battle. Making art of someone's character is an attack, them making art in return is a revenge, making art for someone on your own team is friendly fire, you get the point. 2 years ago was my first ever art fight. 2023 Vampires vs. Werewolves. I was on Team Werewolves, and we were victorious! Though personally, I thought I could have done better. I made 4 attacks, but when compared to the 16 I received, that's a pretty bad ratio. So last year, I said it would be different. I would make so much art and have a perfect 50% ratio. On the first day of Artfight, I was streaming and counting down until the moment when I was actually allowed to start drawing. It felt like 5 AM on Christmas morning and I was itching to start creating. While we were waiting, I decided to go pick out what character I would draw first, and I picked Daisy, a D&D character by the lovely Arts. We've already discussed that my main goal was to have a better ratio, but I had another goal for this art fight that may just spell my downfall. I wanted to use this time to practice my animation skills. That means multiplying the amount of work I do per attack by the amount of frames I'm doing. For Daisy, I thought it would be real cute to do a run cycle. I had never done one before, and it seems like a good skill to have. It will only be 10 frames, it can't take that long. 4 days. I spent 4 days on my first attack. But, I had currently only had 1 attack done to myself. So, my ratio is still 50-50. It's fine. We'll just cut down the number of frames per animation to something shorter, and it'll be a-okay. This time I was animating the Sona of Squishy Smalls, a very cute fox girl. I managed to keep the animation down to only 5 frames for the main body and 12 for physics. Listen, I just want it to look nice. So I get back on the grind, and after only 2 days, it was done. When I finally returned to doing Artfight the next day, I experienced the intensely conflicting feelings that only Artfight can induce. 2 attacks. Glorious and resplendent art. Oh, how I bask in your glory and my ratio. Well, I guess the only solution is just to keep on animating, was what I said as I was about to make the stupidest decision I made during all of Artfight. You remember what I said about keeping it simple for the last attack? Yeah, well apparently I didn't remember when I was picking the next attack and saw this beautiful goddess character from Worm Parties and thought, yes, this will be perfect to animate. You absolute buffoon! Do you see all these little details? All these moving parts? Do you know how long it's gonna take for us to animate the physics for 5 days. I had done exactly what I said I shouldn't do. My foolish folly had gotten to me. We were now 12 days into Artfight, with 3 attacks done by me, and 6 done back at me. Now is the time to go on the defensive. Of the 6 attacks done to me, 1 of them was a revenge by Smalls, so that left 5 artists to get revenge on. This is fine, we can do this. I got focused and completed this attack on Julie Dino in just 1 day! Just 1 day! If we keep up this pace, then surely we'll be able to catch back. It's fine. I just gotta grind. What even is 8 more revenges still to go? 8? 8 is nothing! You're gonna have to do more than that if you're gonna make me concede Artfight. I had pushed too hard. My wrist was absolutely spent, and the only solution was to rest so I didn't continue to make it worse. I felt like a failure. At this point, there was no way for me to keep up with animations and have that 50% ratio I was hoping for. Without being able to keep working, I had a lot of time to think about Artfight and what the point of this event was. I might not be able to hit my goals, but there was so much that I had done. I had received beautiful art of my characters, made animations I was truly proud of, and met some amazing artists that I'd be able to continue to follow the work of in the future. No matter how the rest of this event went, I hadn't failed. I had done my best and made connections with other artists that I wouldn't have made otherwise. After a few days went by, I was feeling fully healed and re-motivated. I was ready to get back to work. We still had time! There was a week before me to crank out a few more animations. I started by getting revenge on Funny Looking Tree by drawing their character, Sue. Sue caught my eye specifically because in her description, she is said to have a love for pink frills and fashion, which immediately made me think she'd be perfect for a makeover scene. By drawing just a few poses and animating a curtain I could reuse, it would save me so much time and so much strain on my wrist. With only 3 days left until the 1st, I wasn't sure how much more I'd be able to get done, so I decided to pick someone I was excited to animate since the beginning, Naomi Lay. She's a fellow streamer and artist with a very chaotic and vibrant energy to her. To encompass that energy, I decided to animate her just going ham and dancing her heart out. As I was getting close to wrapping up this attack, I decided to check what time the event was going to end on the 1st, and that's when I discovered there had been an extension. The event wasn't over yet. I still had time to crank out one more final animation. I looked through my list of revenges and picked out Morgan B's VTuber, CMYK. She's themed around Morgan's love of screen printing, so I decided to make sure to include some halftone dots in the shading. Ending on a 7:14 ratio, it wasn't the 50% I was hoping for, but it's better than last year, is what I would say if I was a wimp. Do I look like a wimp to you? Oh, no, 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 no. No, I didn't have enough time to animate the rest of these, but I could still hit my primary goal of a 50% ratio. I had just over 24 hours left, and that was enough time to return to the favor to all those who attacked me. Rapid fire descriptions of each character I worked on. Let's go! Frog 50's character, Oswald Tebbs. He's a big beefy frog that's from a pilot Frog's working on. Leo Luma's character, Cobalt. He's a grumpy, kinda dumb alien that gives me big Gorillaz vibes. The band, not the animal. Jules E4's character, Jeffrey. He's Ink War's character, Tonto. He's got a big leech mouth hidden behind a mask that can change expressions. Huyu's character, Kieran. She's an Air Genasi rogue that uses knifed fans as weapons. B Draws 25's character, Dahlia Price. She's a gossipy vampire influencer who loves fashion and going out to concerts. Lumi Lovebug's character, Atka. She's a seal mermaid with the ability to transform into both a full seal and a full human form. Ina Molly's character, Moss. They're an albino axolotl warlock gunslinger with a love for collecting trinkets, baubles, and doodads. Bazooka Goon's character, Bylora. She's a life-giving goddess with the ability to take the form of a fox. Matachao's characters, the Elemental Froggos. They're Froggos with elemental powers. Hell yeah! And that was it. After a month of animating as fast as I could and 24 hours of drawing like my life depended on it, I had done it. My 50% ratio was secured. 17 attacks on me and 17 done by me. I hadn't been able to make all of them animated, but let's be real, I was kind of screwing myself over with that addition from the beginning. Alongside winning my own personal goal, my team actually also won, so congrats Team Stardust! If you're an artist considering joining Artfight this year, but you aren't sure because you don't think you'll have enough clean references or characters, or you don't think you'll be able to make enough art or high enough quality art, none of those things matter. I set a personal goal for what winning would be for me, but at the end of the day, all it takes to win Artfight is to participate. You could have one character whose reference is a rough pencil drawing, and only end up making one drawing for someone else in the whole month. And at the end of the day, we all will have still won because we got to come together and make art as a community. If you are joining Artfight this year, please leave your account name in the comments. I would love to check out the stuff you've made and maybe even add you to my attack list this year. Woo! While you're down there, please check out the description. I've linked all the amazing artists who are featured in this video. They all did a fantastic job this Artfight and deserve your eyes on their wonderful art. And if you want to see how this Artfight goes, I'll be streaming all the progress on my Twitch. For now, I will see you all soon. Okay. Goodbye!